Let's set up my gratitude and hand lettering planner for September. Hi everyone, this is Angie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here today, I welcome you and I hope you'll stick around. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. In today's video, we're going to set up the Kellofaplan Faith Planner that I am using for gratitude and hand lettering. So we're going to set this up for the month of September. I do want to pull my stickers from Hello Fall by Live Love Posh. And I've got a variety of other books here for boxes and bullet points. I did pull 2 Plain Anything washi tapes. I'm not sure if I'll use both or just one. So we will consider those. And that's going to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to date my tab because this is an undated planner. We're going to set up what most of us call the currently page. And then we'll also set up the monthly page. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these washi tapes aside because the first thing that I want to do, and we'll talk about these pins when we get to these, but the first thing I want to do is date my tab for September. So what I'm going to use for that is going to be Old Trusty Dated Basics Volume 4. There are clear stickers in here for your monthly tabs, so that's what I'm going to pull. And I'm just going to pull these black ones. I'm going to take this little font here just because it matches what I used for August. And I do want those to match since these will be right together in the planner. And I don't normally date the back of my tab, but I am going to do that this time because I feel like when I don't date the back of it, if I'm in one particular area of my planner, and all I see is a blank tab, then I forget which part of my planner it goes with because I am a Franken Planner, and this is one of the sections in my Franken Planner. So that was easy enough, and there is a new Dated Basics Volume 5 available. I'm trying to keep pulling from Volume 4 as long as I can, but I will be getting into Volume 5 at some point because we have new colors and new fonts in there. Okay, so that is going to do it for the monthly tab. Like I said, this is the Kellofaplan Faith Planner. This is an undated planner, so I picked this one up on clearance earlier in the season once I decided that I was going to switch from a different brand because I wasn't happy with the paper quality. So I'm going to go ahead and letter the word gratitude here. And then we're going to label these boxes for family, friends, and work. So to letter the word gratitude, I'm going to use the Marvy Yoshida Color In Brush Marker. I really like these pens. I feel like I can get, they're kind of a medium tip. So I feel like I can get, a pretty good, not too fat, not too skinny. This is a light gray. And these are my favorite pens for this exercise. So apologies if that is a little light. I'm not sure if that, how well that will show up on camera because that is a light color. But the reason I chose that color is so that it will coordinate with the stickers that I'm planning to use this month. So like I said, I am using the Live Love Posh Hello Fall book. And I've got 2 pages in here of this particular theme. I have used these before in a mini a few years ago, but I wanted to pull these out again. So I'm going to go ahead and put this book aside. I don't know that this is still available. I've had that one for quite a few years. It was one of my first Live Love Posh purchases. But what I want to do is go ahead and add a few of these. I think that these actually match pretty well. They're not perfect, but I think they're a really good match this month. So actually, before I lay those down, let's go ahead and letter those words. So for this, I'm going to use the Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush lettering pen. And we're just going to put family on this first block. And we will put friends on the second one. And for the last one, we're going to put work. Okay, and that's pretty much all the lettering I will be doing in this video. I used to do lettering videos, but I found that those weren't really going over all that well. So I haven't done those. I might bring those back in the new year once we get into 2026. We will see. Okay, I think I'm going to put this little flower down here. And I think I'm just going to do a little cluster of these florals. Obviously, I don't have room for this large sticker here. So we're just going to put down a few of these guys. And I am not the greatest at positioning paper stickers for layering. So it'll be okay, though. They're still cute. And I love the colors in this little set here. Let's see, I want to get some of this green on the page, but I don't want to cover up this little guy here. So let's take, not that one. Let's do this smaller green one here, because I really do like this color, and I want to make sure I have it on the page. I think that'll be fine. So we'll trim those off. And I think that's probably going to do it for this page here. I'm trying to keep the decor minimal on this page. So in the past, I had been doing my gratitude daily on the monthly, but once I changed to this planner from the other brand, I decided to change this up just a little bit. So we're going to flip this page over now so that we can get started on the September monthly. So what I'm doing in the monthly now is for my hand lettering practice, so back up, the currently page is now my gratitude page, and the monthly is now where I'm tracking the different hand lettering themes that I will use each week. So I find that that is working a little better for me, and I don't feel pressured to fill in each day of the week with gratitude. I am now using the Kellofaplan fall gratitude box for daily gratitude, so I'm enjoying that. I just started that this month. Okay, so the first thing we need to do over here is get this thing dated for the month. Now, normally I would pull dated basics for that, but this time I've decided I'm going to use Rainbow Basics Lined Box Edition. This book is still available, but the reason I decided on this one is because I am using these more subtle tones here, and I feel like there are quite a few matches across this product line. This is the new colorway that was introduced earlier this year. But in this book, you get your months, and you also get numbers for your monthly and your weekly. So I think I just want to choose one of these colors, and we're going to use that in order to date this calendar. So it's probably going to have to be a green. That's a pretty color. That's kind of a bluish green. Let's keep looking. That one might be a little bright. Oh, now that's a good match there. I do have my September available. Okay. Before I make a decision on these greens, let's have a look at month boxes. This book is also still available. Oh, look, these two match. Now, in this book, you get all monthly boxes. So it starts out with jewel tones in the back, and then it goes to pastel. Oh, that looks like our match right there. And then from pastel, it goes into that new colorway. There's a lot of greens in here. I think we've already found a match, but I did want to take another little look. That one's just a little bit darker. And that one's a little brighter. So yeah, I think we'll use this green here. And then I'll probably also pull a couple of, well, obviously I will pull a couple of these for my themes. But I just wanted to make sure I had a green that matched. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one to the side, and I'm going to put these stickers aside, and we're going to get started dating this. I don't think I will put down my September sticker until the end because I'm not sure where I'm going to be laying down my decorative stickers, and I don't want to have to pull something up. Okay, so down at the bottom in here, we have these little numbers that are cut. They're a square cut, and that's what I'm going to use on my days of the week. I do have a calendar over to the side here that's going to help me get these numbered. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. Now on the Sundays, I don't think I'm going to put down my numbers until I have my monthly boxes down. So I'm just going to pull off a few of these, and I will get started with the numbering, but I don't think I'm going to force y'all to watch that. So I think I'm just going to get started, and I will check back in with y'all once I get this part completed. What I'm going to be doing though, September starts on a Monday. So I'm just going to be putting these in the upper left corner. And since this is a square cut, I'm just going to try to line it up right into the corner there without covering up my lines. And I'm just going to continue this process, and then we will move along. So this month has 30 days, so we're just going to finish up there. Now, I did leave my Sundays blank because I want to get down those monthly boxes first. So I think I'm actually going to pull these little numbers off, and I'm going to set them. I've got a piece of wax paper over here to the side. I'm going to put these over here just so that we can move this book out of the way for now. And then we can move on. And we will come back to this book for our September sticker. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out also. We'll just set it to the side. And I may come back to this one for bullet points. We will see. And as we go through the video, I'll talk, to y'all about what I'm using the different bullet points for. I'm going to mark my place in there in case you do come back to this one. Again, that was Rainbow Basics Lined Box Edition. I checked the website. It is still available. Okay, so I think the next thing I want to do is go ahead and put down my boxes over here on Sundays. Each of these boxes will let me know which lettering theme I'm using that month. And there are 5 weeks, as you can see. This week will actually be lettered in my October weekly pages because, like we talked about before, when you're dating, your weekly pages, whichever month they fall into, is determined by how many days are in the month. So for September, there's only 2 days in this particular week. So since there's only 2 days, and then there's 5 days that will fall in the October week, then these 2 are going to be in the October weekly pages. So I will go ahead and put a lettering theme here, but these will be lettered in the October. So I wanted to pull 5 monthly boxes, one for each of these Sundays. And I was looking at the colors in here. This month boxes book is also still available. If y'all are not aware, I am a Kellofaplan affiliate. So I do have an affiliate link in my description box. Now all I have to do is remember which green we were looking at. I may have to get this back out just so I can make sure I pull the right green. Sorry for my reach. Okay, this is the green we were looking at. So let me make sure I find the correct color of boxes. I feel like they were back here in the back. Okay, it's this one here. So since I only need 5 boxes, I think since I'm going to have so much green on here with my numbers and my days of the, or my numbers and my September, I think I'm going to go ahead and just pull 2 of these. So these are going to go on the 2nd and 4th weeks, and I'm just going to tuck these right in here. These are cut for these monthly pages, so they are a perfect fit. And now that I've got these 2 boxes down, once I select my other colors for the remaining 3 boxes, then we can go ahead and number those. I'm going to go ahead and put a page flag in here just so we don't lose our color again. And now I want to look for 3 more boxes that will coordinate with this color scheme. I was kind of looking at these pinks, but there's also like a dark cranberry in here. See how this matches real pretty? I feel like this is also a pretty good match here. I know that this is pink, but I feel like this blends nicely. That one's a little more pinkish. Kind of hard to put my finger on the exact colors in here. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually pull this dark one. I think it'll bring out these centers real pretty. Okay, so we're going to put these up here on August 30th or August 31st, I mean. And so yeah, we'll put these down. And one thing I like about this book is it does also have bullet points. And like I mentioned earlier, I will need to reference which themes I'm using for each week. So we're going to do bullet points in our sidebar to indicate our different themes. Now, in the past, I have actually used a different color for each week so that each theme was, indicated by a different color. But this week, I'm going to have some of the same. Okay, let's go ahead and put down our other numbers here that we pulled. And I just have those sitting over here on a piece of wax paper. I actually knocked one of them off. Okay, this one, let's see, I do need to pull a 31 for that one. So we're just going to start here for now. So the first time I did this, I was using a different brand of boxes. And I ended up having to pull up my numbers because my boxes were covering them. So now I prefer to put down the numbers after I've done the boxes, just as a precaution, just to keep me from having to peel up anything. Okay, and I think I'm going to use a different color for this 31 here. Ordinarily, I would not date this, but since this is going to be the beginning of my hand lettering theme for this week, I do want to go ahead and get that dated. So just for simplicity's sake, I think I'll see if there's a gray. Oh, I need the number. So for the number, we need to come back to Rainbow Basics Line Box Edition. And I think there's some gray back here in the back. Yeah, so I'm just going to pull this 31. And we will tuck him up here. And since this is a lighter shade, that'll just, serve as a reminder that that is, from last month. Okay, so I think I'm finished with monthly boxes until it is time to come and pull our bullet points for the sidebar. I won't put those down until we get further along in the video because, like I said, I will have some decorative things over here. All right, I know right off the bat, it looks like since the 30th is on Tuesday, I've got plenty of room over here for this nice big sticker. So I do want to pull this one. And I'm going to tuck it down here in the corner. So in this hand lettering planner, what I like to do is I like to choose a different theme for each week. And because I am not lettering in here, that opens up a lot of space for me to be a little more decorative. So I do like that aspect of it. But what I like to do as far as choosing themes for hand lettering, you know what? I may end up having to pull up some of these so I can put this down. Because I think I do want to put this over here. Anyway, to choose my themes, what I will do is I like to reference the national, what's it called? The little national holidays. You know, I like to look for wacky themes. I also like to check Instagram. There are a lot of hand lettering challenges in there. So, yeah, I just kind of, you know, look around and see what appeals to me for the week. So I guess I won't put those numbers back down. I'm just going to leave those over to the side because I don't want to cover up my stickers with those. I could stick them over here in the corners, but I think that might look a little off. So for this month's hand lettering themes, what I've decided on is going to be, I'm going to do a wacky theme one week. You know what? I should have pulled that big sticker from here so I could try to finish this one off. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab these from here. But anyway, I want to do a wacky theme. I want to do one week, I want to be a faith theme. Another week, I'm going to do maybe my birthday. My birthday was the 10th, so I might want to do a birthday theme one week. And then also fall will begin this month, so I also want to do fall themes one week. I think that will be fun. So yeah, I'm enjoying having a little more decorative freedom in here. Okay, here is another large sticker, and I've also got this bouquet. I think I want to try to work both of these in here somewhere. The good thing about these paper stickers is I don't really have to worry about whiting anything out. Let's take this really big one. And since I've already got a little cluster over here with the magazine, I think I'm going to save that other one for this side of the page. Now this will cover up my my Sunday, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me too bad. I better flip this page over so that I can see where to cut. So are y'all ready for fall to hit on the calendar? I definitely am. Now this week we have actually had a little cool front that came in, and it didn't drop our temperatures so much. Although it did drop, they did drop, I'm not gonna lie. But the amazing thing was that the humidity went down, and that lower humidity made it feel so much cooler outside. Okay, I'm going to save these for just a minute until we get down this larger sticker, and then I might be able to come back and fill in with these. So I'm going to take this big one here. Uh-oh, I just tore it a little. Oh my gosh, tore it again. I'm going to have to be careful. Okay, this big one is going to go over here. I don't really need the this month words. Now, how did I position this one? I want to make sure I position these a little bit differently. I think we'll turn this one this way. And it's going to go up here. And of course, I just covered up Saturday. Again, I'm not too worried about that, but I am going to trim off these little edges. I don't think I'll be able to use these anywhere. But by trimming them off, I'm not really losing any of the decorative element. Okay, so I might still want to get something up here. I'm not exactly sure. Let's keep looking in here and see what we've got left. Part of me wants to use these scraps for my page, but another part of me wants to save them because I don't really have too much room left in here, and I do want to put my September sticker up here. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I won't put a 2025 on here, I don't think. Or actually, let's go ahead and look at Dated Basics, Volume 4, and see what our options are. Well, actually, if I were going to do that, that would be a black 2025, and I'm going to use a green September, so I don't want to do that. So I think what I'll do is I'll bring this small scrap over here just to get something on the top of this page, but I'm not going to worry about butting it up with, you know, the little decorations that I've already got here. I'm just going to let it float up here on its own. And I will just add a little something there. And I'm going to put my September sticker over here. And now let's have a little look here. I do still want to get my bullet points over here. And I might go ahead and save some of these florals because I do still have this large sticker. So these scraps I think would be great in that little half sheet planner or a mini planner or something like that. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to figure out which of these washies I might want. So I did pull two different washies. Y'all have seen me use this one recently. It's from the Planny Evergreen Blush washi sub box. And this one here is from the Planny Planner sub box. It was called Pretty Houses. This one was from March and this one was from January. So part of me is kind of thinking I might want to use both. And this washi tape isn't going to indicate anything special. These are just going to be just to add a little more decoration to the page. So if I can put down a few little washi strips, then I can come back in with my bullet points, and then I think we'll be about finished with this one. So I'm just going to kind of scatter these around. That's what I've been doing in my last few spreads, and I have liked that. Now let's grab some of these greens. And I realize this might not be a perfect green, but I think it is a nice little coordinating color. So I am filming this on a Thursday. My birthday was actually yesterday, so that was a pretty good day. I didn't really do too much social media yesterday. Instead, I just kind of took a minute to myself to sit down and pull out the Kellofaplan Fall Gratitude. I had already set up the September calendar in there, but I had not gotten it out and started on the weekly pages. So I got that out last night and started, you know, looking at that. So I'm excited to kind of get going in there. Now, I was thinking about putting this up here, and then I immediately realized if I do that, I'm going to have a diagonal. So I think we'll save this one, or, you know, it'll go in the, it may go over in the sticker graveyard. I don't know. All right, now let's get these bullet points down for my different themes. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back in my Live Love Posh sticker book just so that I don't lose track of them. So speaking of Live Love Posh, did y'all pick up her new seasonal love collection? I did. I haven't bought anything from her in a while. I did pick up some of her fall books for Halloween. I'm going to be showing those in an upcoming unboxing, or a little Happy Mail unboxing. And shoot, by the time I get that filmed, my new order from Seasonal Love may be here. If it is, I'll include that in that video as well. But let's go ahead and grab some bullet points for here. So I did pull Dots and Checklists Volume 2 and the original Volume 1. Volume 2 is still available. Volume 1 is sold out. But since I only used these two colors here, I might just jump back into our Rainbow Boxes book and pull those bullet points. All right, so let's get our bullet points down. So we chose this darker cranberry color. Oh, you know what? That one won't be in here. Let's grab monthly boxes. Sorry, I'm all over the place. This is what happens when you have to use a million different sticker books. All right, let's get back to this dark maroon color right here. And I want to take a couple of these bullet points. And I do want my bullet points to coordinate. Now, since there's going to be the same, you know, I've only got two colors. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words this morning. Normally, the color will match with my theme that I'm going to list over here. So, I don't think I need to worry too much about that this time around, since I've got 3 of these things, but I will list my bullet points in the same order as these boxes. So my themes this week, now I'm not sure which week all of them will go on. For the first week of the month, I'm not sure what the theme will be, but for the second week, I do want to do some birthday themes there. I'm going to go ahead and keep pulling these 3, and we can talk about my themes. I do have 5 of these. I hope I have enough room for all of these, because I do need to allow myself room to write out what these themes are. So one week I'm going to do, I don't know what I'll do the first week. The second week I'm going to try to do some birthday quotes, because that's when my birthday was. The third week of the month is the 15th through the 21st. Those are rather crooked, aren't they? I don't know which theme I will do that week. World Gratitude Day falls on the 21st. I did look that up on the national calendar, so I might do quotes related to World Gratitude Day for that one. Let's move this one over. And then, of course, the following week, the 22nd, is the first day of fall. So I do want to do quotes for fall that week. And then for the last week, Coffee Day is here on the 29th. So I know I want to do some coffee themes that day. So one of these weeks will be faith quotes. This will be birthday. This will probably be World Gratitude Day quotes. This one will be related to fall. And then these are going to be related to Coffee Day. So yeah, so that is going to do it. Okay, guys, I think we are ready to put this back in my planner and see what we think about it. And we'll also talk about the different sticker books that we use. Just in case y'all are interested, we will recap those. So let's get this back on the discs, and then we'll see what we think. Okay, guys, so here we go. So we have completed the monthly setup of my gratitude and hand lettering planner. So we dated our tab using Dated Basics Volume 4 by Kellofaplan. Our lettering was done with Marvi Yoshida color and brush marker. For these words here, I used the Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip. Those are 2 of my favorite brands of pens. We pulled just some light decorative stickers here from Plannything Hello Fall. Or I'm sorry, not Plannything, Live Love Posh Hello Fall. And then for our monthly page, we took our September sticker and our daily stickers from Rainbow Basics Lined Box Edition. And then we pulled our bullet points and monthly boxes from the month boxes Kellofaplan book. And then we grabbed our washies from Plannything. So anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I certainly appreciate y'all joining me today. If you like this one, please go on and click the like button. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're looking forward to this month. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and be sure to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. If you're interested in picking up month boxes or Rainbow Boxes Line Box Edition, those are still available. And I will leave a generic Kellofaplan affiliate link in my description box. So I would love it if y'all would bookmark that link. It doesn't cost you anything extra to shop through there, but I will earn a small commission. So guys, y'all have a great day, a wonderful week, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.